Hey y'all, this is Brett, and I really didn't have anything planned as far as making a video this morning goes. It's 7:30 in the morning, and I did an enema and vomited all my food that I ate for lunch around 5 o'clock. And I was just like, everything went into reverse, and I got sick because I've been pushing my diet and juicing and not eating chocolate or lavages or dried fruit, and just eating like really good foods. And then I also consumed for a couple of days I ate some bee stuff. What's the my head's not working right, sorry. So it's the bee stuff that lines the hive, and they collect it from trees, and it kills bugs. I'm telling you, all of these things are hugely powerful. Check it out. The sun hasn't come up yet, but it's thinking about it over that mountain. Look how beautiful that is. And I don't see any. Oh, there's one chemtrail clear down there. Anyway, so I just wanted to talk about like what I'm going through right now. And I had to get up in the middle of the night many times, but one time I had to get up and like really take care of myself for an hour with some detox tea and some cranberries for my kidneys, wash out the kidneys. I'm detoxing a lot of candida, and you know that when you kill off candida, you know you are, because you can smell the smell of candida in the urine. The die-off, when they die, their cell wall breaks open, and when you piss it out, it smells like horrid. And let's see, I hadn't done an enema for like 2 weeks, which right now is actually a long time for me. But the temporary roommates that I have right now are going through a lot of crap because they're learning about all of the toxins that human beings are creating. And, you know, the earth is fighting back, and it's going to create a lot of havoc for human beings because it doesn't like what they're doing, because they've gotten out of hand. And, you know, I've gotten away from so much of the commercialism and, you know, all the things that just aren't important. And when you get toxic, super saturated with toxins in your body, and then you work hard to heal yourself, then you start to respect the earth, and you don't do the things that you used to do, and you can't do the things that you used to do, because now you've got to spend your money on holistic foods or organic foods and gatherings and all the things, you know. And plus you can't work as much because your new job is healing you, and you're paying you, but not in the same dividends that you were before with working a job, or like myself, being self-employed. And so, you know, what I'm learning is that I can only do so much about certain things. And I'm not ready to live off-grid yet, but I will be someday. And, you know, even Gabriel Cousins says that they're doing the chemtrails everywhere. And so it's kind of like the chlorine and the fluoride in the water. You know, you can only do your best, and that's it. And, you know, it's the same thing with the energy of people on the internet, on YouTube, and the energy that their minds are projecting and their bodies are projecting out into the air. We're affected by all of that. And that's a challenge. That's part of the challenge of living in this world and other worlds. And so if you use your mind and you educate yourself on how to cleanse, and you use your heart and you educate yourself on the potential, the probability, the absolute definite possibility of other beings being here and guiding us, whether they be aliens from other planets or spirits or both combined, then you know that the corporations are not in control. As my roommate says, he thinks that they're in control because they have all the money. No, it's not true. Creation is in control because it has all the power. And there is no one that's above that. And nobody gets away with anything. So, you know, what I'm doing right now, I'm going to shift gears a little bit. I got up this morning, and, you know, you'll find that you have to get up at night to pee, to do some self-massage, to take in oxygen. Because when you're sleeping, you're not taking in near as much oxygen. And so your body, when it's going through a lot of healing, it will need to take periodic timeouts from sleeping and breathe deep. Breathe and take in a lot of oxygen and water. And you know, one of the things that I'm going to do in the near future, and I've already bought a tarp, I'm going to collect rainwater off the tarp. You know, you let it rain for a little while to clean the air of any obstructions from human beings. And then you start to save the water, and that water has ozone in it, O3. It's got extra oxygen. And so when the water is charged with the Earth's energy, oxygen, etc., and it has no minerals in it, zero, because it hasn't touched the ground yet, then you get the benefits of that, and you get the antibacterial effects as well from the O3. And I don't remember exactly how O3 is the same as hydrogen peroxide, but I've studied all that in the past, like so many things, and I know that when you drink rainwater, that's the ultimate. It's not any of these machines that filter the water. It's none of those things can compare to the natural rainwater, which is what they drink mostly in a lot of places anyway, in Hawaii. They save all their rainwater in a cistern. And, oh, there's the boy. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, they're friends. Okay, go on. So, anyways, where was I? So, all of these natural things that we can do for ourselves affect us so much more directly than all these little things like the chlorine in the water, which is somewhat significant. And so I filter it in the tub, the shower, and my drinking water. You know, don't blow that off. That is somewhat important. But the chemtrails and, you know, sitting right here, I can hear the cars down there. I can hear that, and that is air noise pollution. And that is affecting me a little bit. But you know what's affecting me a lot? My thinking, connecting to the earth, direct connection to the mother. And you can't be denied of that if you want it. All you have to do, even though it's cold out here. See, I just took a hot bath. And my body just got really hot. And I was under like 8 layers of wool blankets. Maybe 6, 7 layers of wool blankets. And so I was keeping warm, and then I took a hot bath. And now I'm out here to cool down. And you can see how cool it's probably 40 degrees out here, 45 degrees out here. And just a damn nice, beautiful morning. But my digestive system is going through this hell, and so you can see that my lip is really sore and red this morning, and your lower lip is your lower digestive system, your upper lip is your upper digestive system. Look at them playing. And so focus on the things that are affecting you directly the most. And you know, I don't want to go ride my bike on that road because I know that affects me a lot. And I can see down there, it's Monday morning and it's 7:45 by now. And if I go down on that road, that will give me a direct chemtrail. Like I'm riding in the freaking chemtrail. And I could potentially get hit by a car. And I always wear a reflective vest, regardless of whether the roads are busy or not. But I try and go out on the roads only when they're not busy. And so this is hopefully giving you an idea that even if you live in San Bernardino, I've seen that when I was little. I've seen that smog. That was just the worst hell, because that's where all the smog from LA collects, in those eastern mountains. And it's bad if you're right in that. But even if you're right in that, you can do things to more directly connect with something pure and beautiful, like good thoughts and the earth and good food and filtered water. And so that's what I would recommend to you, because that's what I'm doing for me, and that's what I do with the videos. I figure out the things that are going to keep me alive, the things that make me happy the most, and pass them on to you. So thank you so much for joining me. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. There's so many subjects. Subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you dig me. Bye.